Mic check.
Welcome to National Sports Chat. This your man's Ken the Guru. You're now tuned in to my take. And before I give you my take, I would like to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get it.
Yo, man. Y'all back with another episode of My Take, man. And we in the building, man. The usual suspects checking in. What's going on, bro? You all good, man?
Yeah, man. Ain't talk boxing in a minute.
Man, it's time. We got a lot of good stuff coming down the barrel today, man. We got a lot of big fights coming up in the near weeks. So before we get into that, man, make sure you go over to the National Sports Chat, follow us, like, comment, subscribe on everything. Make sure you go over to TOV Sports, man, like, comment, subscribe on everything. Make sure you go over there and check out the Quanu Hydrate, man. Go over there and put y'all orders in, and you could put your order in via DM on Instagram, and say that National Sports Chat sent you, and you may get a discount, man. You never know, man. Just go over there, check them out, and say that National Sports Chat sent you again. Never know what you could get. But let's go ahead and start it off, man. We got to get it going at the first topic, man. We're going to talk about Spence versus Pacquiao, man. This is something big. It just broke. A lot of fighters in the welterweight division wanted this fight, but only one guy, the guy, got the fight. So let me get your thoughts on the fight and just what this means for the welterweight division as a whole, man.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say for the YouTubers who made all this prediction, false predictions. Oh, Manny Pacquiao is fighting Mikey Garcia. That Manny Pacquiao is going to fight such and such, blah, blah, blah. Basically just making up stuff. But it's going to be a great fight. And who would I have winning? I believe that Errol Spence is going to win because I think he got the body shots. I think he has great timing. I think he's the bigger fighter. I think that he's going to actually be able to walk Manny Pacquiao down, break him down, and then probably get him out of there, and it's shown that Manny Pacquiao can be knocked out because he was knocked out by Marquez, so my prediction really that it don't even go the distance in favor of Errol Spence.
Man, in my eyes, it's crazy because, we kind of have the same prediction, but, I definitely think that Spence gets him out of there relatively easy. Let's not mistake, Manny Pacquiao is definitely a world-class fighter, still at the top of his game and all that, but it's just a different level. And like you said, Spence is just the naturally bigger guy, longer and all that. So I think Spence will give him more than what he set out to. And this, on the way of passing of the torch, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Spence needs this type of fight because there's no other guy like this he could fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a great that he could fight. Floyd is already out of there. You know what I'm saying? So the last guy is Manny Pacquiao. And I feel like, Keith Thurman, when he tried to fake like he was the top in the welterweight division, he tried to beat Pacquiao to try to get that, king status in the welterweight division, and it didn't. He wasn't successful at it. So that still lets you know that Pacquiao is still at his A game. But the thing about it is that fight was 2 years ago.
Right. And then, here's the thing. Manny Pacquiao is 42, fighting Errol Spence, fought Keith Thurman, right? I hope that they take this situation, and because you know how things become trendy. Everybody does it at one point, even though they still doing it, everybody wanted to be like Floyd Mayweather. right? Oh, well, I'm A side, B side, C side, D side, we side, right? Everybody, talked about that. I hope that Manny Pacquiao fighting Errol Spence brings everybody back to the competitive side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wanting to fight 50-50 fights.
Yeah.
Because Manny Pacquiao could have fought anybody and just went out on his shield as being a great.
Yeah.
But instead he decided to fight Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? So
you talking about like competitive wise? I thought you was talking about like payment wise, because I'm like, that's
the person that he was gonna fight that he can make the most money with. It's Errol Spence. You feel what I'm saying? So not only is this, if Errol Spence win, going to give him the torch, but it might just cross him over to a Floyd Mayweather. And you already know, if people get upset for Spence winning, they're going to start to pay to see him lose.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
And it's like, to me, Spence is already at that level. Like, what more can he do in the division? Minus Crawford. And it's like, dude, even with Crawford, like, he fought who Crawford hasn't. So, like you said, even just bringing up the A-side stuff, like you just said, if anybody has a question of, whether Spence is the A side or not, that should be totally gone. It's clear who the A side is. He's the top. He's the cash cow. He brings the most money in. Crawford's highest pay-per-view fight is 100,000 less than Spence's least pay-per-view fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't. It's just levels to it. So when even if Spence, gets on once in a contract that it's a 60-40 or a 70-30, hey man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what does that mean?
It's still gonna be your biggest payday, right? But it's just like, you not getting what he getting.
But what does that mean for Crawford? Do it mean that he have to fight somebody? Meaning that because he fought the Kabalowskis, whatever his name, like he's so unknown that I don't even really know his name. Yeah. But he fought those type of people. He fought Kell Brooks. He fought Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? None of them in their prime. So he has to fight somebody, of value. And I really think Sean Porter will actually be a great match for him.
I think he could beat a Danny Garcia. I think Sean is gonna be a tough fight. He just got to start getting more active, bro.
Yeah, Danny Garcia going up though. He's going to 154.
But I know he wants to, blame Arum and stuff like that. But sometimes you do got to take a step back and look like, hey man. And Arum said it in the interview, which Arum don't say a lot of stuff I believe or think is true, but I actually believe this. It's like, hey man, it's only so much I can ask ESPN to pay for these type of fights. Right. And they seeing what we getting back, and I'm in the red with this guy, and they ain't gonna want to be a part of it.
Right.
And he want to get paid more.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna pay more for that, bro. Because they looking off with the numbers. They not looking off Prodigy, and they don't care about that. What are we gonna make in return on this? That's all.
And Errol Spence already said, though. Errol Spence said, we'll see who holding up the belt. So a lot of people that's Bud Crawford fans said that, Errol Spence is ducking it. He just said that he was going to clean his side of the street up, right? Can't nobody say anything because now he got Manny Pacquiao, and they did this on the under.
Yeah.
They, you had YouTubers.
So lies.
Yeah, you had YouTubers like, oh, Manny Pacquiao going to fight this person. Manny Pacquiao going to fight this person. Now, y'all just need to shut y'all channel down because that just
shut the channel down.
Yeah, it just shows that you don't know what you're talking about. You're going off emotions. You just didn't want to see Spence fight Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? So because I didn't see commentators say that they didn't even want to see the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, he's old, he's this, he's that. So when he fights somebody else, he's not old. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Spence or Crawford, he's old. So man, that's all I want to.
I just think in that situation, they a lot of people didn't want to see Spence get this fight because a lot of people know, like, all right, this could potentially be Manny Pacquiao's retirement party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This could be his last big payday, like competitive boxing. He could probably go over to what Floyd doing, and you know what I'm saying, hop in an expedition. Is it talking about
expeditiously.
Yeah, he can hop in that lane, exhibition lane, and make some noise over there. But I think this will probably be his last like pro fight. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like after this, who else he gonna fight, bro?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He could just go pick up that same type of bag, fighting a Jake Paul or something, beating the snot out that motherfucker. But again, though, like with Spence, man, I just think it's interesting just because Spence is a guy who doesn't have all the Floyd characteristics, like, feed into the negativity, you know what I'm saying, and go back and forth at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't have it. He one of them guys that just country boy, quiet. He don't care about none of that but winning. And it's like, bro, it's going to get to the point, like, where he going to have to cross over to that side because it's like, bro, that's what they going to force him to bring out of him because they going to make him like, bro, what else you want from him, bro?
So what do you think about him and Canelo in the future?
I don't think Canelo wants that fight.
Yeah.
I actually know he don't want that fight just because of that. If he did want it, he would have been made it when Spence was a little bit younger.
Right, yeah.
Especially as Canelo's getting older and Spence is, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Canelo's just light years older than Spence, but shit.
No. Spence is older than Canelo.
Spence is older than him?
Yeah.
So even then, like,
he 31.
Canelo didn't got a lot of rounds on him, though.
Right,
yeah.
He younger as far as boxing. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't think he want that, bro. Because Spence ain't gonna slow down from what he is. If he was ever gonna slow down, he was gonna slow down in that Garcia fight.
Right.
And it looked like everything was still good. The jab was still there, head movement was still there, still fast, still can mix it up in the, when he get in the corners and stuff like that. So if there was ever a time he was gonna step back, especially now in the next 5 years, it would have been then.
Yeah.
Now I think he's just at his pinnacle and he's going to be coasting for the next 4 to 5 years. And I really don't know who's going to fight him next. Some guy's going to have to get better out here or something.
Yeah. So it's not written in stone, but I definitely believe that if Spence do everything that he's supposed to, he will get Pacquiao out of there. You know what I'm saying? But
no, for sure.
I mean, it's nothing written in stone. You know what I'm saying? So we thought Keith Thurman was going to beat Manny Pacquiao, and it did happen. So I'm not counting Pacquiao out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to still say it's about a 49-51 fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that. But I just think that Spence being on the side of youth, and being a bigger man, that I just think that he'll get the victory.
No, for
sure. What you got? What you got?
Man, also too, before I had got off that one, it's just gonna be interesting to see what Crawford do, because you got a situation where his contract is ending with Bob Arum come October, and you got Spence about to get active in July.
Right.
Then about time October hit, you know what I'm saying? Spence probably gonna be trying to fight about time December. So we could off rip tell like, all right, he's not about to get around to Crawford come December. So what is it? And I don't think Spence is going to take that much time off as he had to take with it being through
pandemic.
That too, but the car accident.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he'll ever take that much time off again. I feel like he, a 2 fight a year type guy. So, man, I don't know, man. It may get ugly, bro. Like I don't know, bro. We may not see that fight for another year or two.
Yeah. I can see that happening.
Yeah. But let's go ahead and roll over to this next one, man. The last topic, man. We got Fury and we got Wilder, the third one. After all the talk, all the arbitration, all the everything, is it the costume? Is it the hit pieces? Is it what is it? You know what I'm saying? Now we seeing it. Fury versus Wilder. I don't even think we 8 weeks out from it. I think is it in August?
It's supposed to be like July 24th.
So yeah, we not even more than I'll say 10 weeks out from it. And we got one of the biggest fights coming on the horizon, man. And we got Fury versus Wilder, the third one. First, I need to get your reaction to it. Did you think it was gonna happen? Who you got winning? And what does this mean for both sides, man?
Again, YouTubers, shut your channel down, because y'all sat there and made up a whole bunch of stories. Y'all played on a lot of these people emotions. You know what I'm saying? Y'all played on their emotions. The individuals that follow y'all said that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua is going to be the next fight. There's nothing that Deontay Wilder can do. Deontay Wilder don't want to fight. Deontay Wilder is depressed. Deontay Wilder is this. Deontay Wilder is that, right? Made up a whole bunch of scenarios and stories that turn out not to be true. And, you know, when I look at it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like Deontay Wilder looks better than ever. People trying to complain about where he's training. I mean, he bought a ring and he decided he wants to be at his house where he's most comfortable, you know, which I don't find an issue in. Now, people want to look at Deontay Wilder and say everything except for the fact that this man won 40 plus fights, damn near all of them by knockout, including, if you ask me, he beat Tyson Fury the first fight. And then I believe that the second fight, Tyson Fury won, but he cheated. You know, so for the third one, Tyson Fury basically stated that Deontay Wilder, you know, let the contract expire because he didn't want the fight, and that he wanted to make the fight, and Deontay Wilder just didn't move quick enough. He wanted to go for undisputed. You know, just basically made up a whole bunch of stuff. And somehow this man is a known liar, but he was able to continue to keep his credibility. Wilder ain't lied about nothing, and somehow they continue to make up stuff about this guy. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that Deontay Wilder is going to win the trilogy. And I believe that Anthony Joshua is going to make excuses not to fight him. So that is what I'm saying now. And like I said, I've stated stuff that happened previously, and I didn't do videos because I just wanted to watch it manifest. I told them in advance that Deontay Wilder was going to fight Tyson Fury, unless Tyson Fury planned on paying Deontay Wilder a handsome amount of money. And if he fight him, he was not going to fight with the WBC on the line. I stated that. I watched everything manifest, and it played out exactly what I said. But what's your thoughts, man?
I think also too, you know, you just got to bring into play that in the third fight that this is going to be the biggest thing, you know, going on at the time, just because there's so many narratives out. There's so many people. There's so many opinions on, you know, what happened. You got Fury fans, you got Wilder fans, and different things like that. So this is gonna be a real big fight. But one, I mean, I can say just off my general pick, I do have Wilder winning. I just think he's gonna catch him with one. I don't think it's just gonna be because he was technically sound. I just think he's gonna catch him with one. But I do think in this fight he'll come out with better technique though, because it seemed like he's been working on that a little bit. But I don't think that's how this one ends. I think it ends with a, you know, with the signature Wilder that we know. And also, you know, with Fury, like you know, you can't count him out. Like even though he may do what he do and, you know, different things like that, he's still a great fighter. And I definitely think that, you know, this is just going right now, and and still old media hasn't responded to it, like the ESPN. By old media, people at home, I mean the ESPN, Fox Sports 1, you know, those type of media platforms that gave this no coverage, you know, and I'm talking about this, just the thought of Fury cheating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they didn't even
entertain it. And, you know what I'm saying? And still to this day have it. And they talked about the arbitration. Right. They still haven't talked about Fury possibly cheating, which, you know, I understand. You know, he's a top ranked fighter. He's under Bob Arum. But at the end of the day, it's like, what we doing?
Right.
You know, it kind of gets a little dishonest. And I feel like that's what kind of move some fans away from boxing.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing in this pandemic, of course, because, you know, a lot of people have more time on their hand working from home, so they watching a lot of people. Shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation. Aki, AHKI, I think his name.
Oh, Aki.
Yeah, he talked some good talk on there. And those the two out, you know, I watch outside of ourselves, and, you know, they was kind of like the only ones, you know, outside of ourselves, talking about, you know, the situation and cheating. And my stance has remained firm on it, bro. Like I said, I believe Fury did cheat, but I didn't like how all the narratives came out, which we still disagree on where they came out, what happened, and what's the third. That's all good, but I do think at the end of the day, Fury cheated, and it's like nobody cared about it.
I told you it was
Nobody
a hit.
cared
I
about
told you it was a hit piece, though. I told you it was a hit piece.
I
And
still
what
can't-
confirmed
I
it
still
for
can't
me,
say it's that, though.
man, what confirmed it for me that it was a hit piece, right?
Mhm.
Did you just see Stephen A. Smith begging Deontay Wilder after being cheated to step aside?
Yeah.
He told that man literally, that's how the game go, bruh. Hold on. Me getting cheated.
He told him to step aside.
Yeah,
and fight the winner.
step aside and fight the winner. Now, if this man don't want to honor, if Tyson Fury does not want to honor the trilogy match when they have a contractual agreement, you think this man is going to fight him after?
Then
that boy he gonna retire.
Then you got to look at that, like that's something you have to have in writing. Like, hey, after this, you're gonna fight me, because
bruh, even in writing, bro, they like even I don't like. Here's the thing: I'm not about to allow nobody that cheated me to go for undisputed.
Yeah,
bruh, you know we about to run this back, and you gonna show me that you can beat me. You feel what I'm saying? I have what you call it, trauma. You know what I'm saying? Or
brain trauma.
Head trauma. You feel me? Like on the side of my head, and you don't even punch that hard. You know what I'm saying? But I got dents in my skull, like all this stuff. Nah, bro, you ain't about to run none of that back. In the part that got to me is that old media didn't want to say anything until they found out that Deontay Wilder won this arbitration, and when they did say something,
don't say anything about it. Like I said, he won the arbitration, and they just talk about well, Fury can't fight Joshua; he has to fight Wilder because of arbitration,
right? And Wilder blocking the fight,
like that only took place just because of the rematch clause. Nah, it took place because he cheated,
right? Exactly.
So. The rematch clause has something to do with it anyway, but it's because he cheated him. And this is, more towards Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn. I don't know why you trusted him. You trusted him.
Why you trust Eddie Hearn
and Anthony Joshua? You know what I'm saying? They both trusted Bob Arum to say, okay,
bruh,
we gonna have this fight. They even set the date, all that.
He got karma.
Supposedly the contract was signed and all that, and now it's nothing. So
that's what happened. He got karma. Remember, he did that same thing to Luis Ortiz, signed him just so he could keep him away from Anthony Joshua.
Yeah. I mean,
so you know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, they just some shady individuals. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man.
And the thing about it is I could tell that Eddie Hearn don't believe, like, all right, well, we ain't gonna have to fight. He ain't gonna have to fight Wilder, so we go ahead and set this up. Because they wouldn't have went as hard as they did, you know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't have been as disappointed as they was, just because you're talking to Eddie Hearn, somebody who had, you know what I'm saying, who dealt with this before. Bob Arum has dealt with this before. And they were kind of putting all their eggs in this basket. Like, okay, I don't know if Bob Arum told them, like, nah, it wasn't a rematch clause in that contract. And they was like, all right, fuck it, we about to roll with how we rolling. And I believe the rematch, just too, in the contract, it said that the fight had to happen before the year was out, like 2020. And I guess the judge probably ruled in Wilder's favor just off the grounds of COVID and stuff like that. But still, bro, like, what's going on, and you led them to believe that, all right, we'll be able to set this big fight up. And now they asked out, and what he just got
and that fool been lying too, though. Eddie Hearn been lying, talking about he secured a bag with the Saudis. Like, bro, he like literally been lying. You know what I'm saying? He been trying to save face, bro. So I don't trust him.
But I could tell he was like, they was like, bro, I thought they was going for that. I know he was probably saying all that, but it's like he probably trying to build more eyes around it. Like, all right, let me find more investors or something like that, just in case, you know what I'm saying, I am capping and they don't put the money up. But still, even then, though, bro, like, Bob Arum, bro, like, he led these people down this road, and what he just got mandated to fight Usyk.
Yeah, and to the YouTubers that basically was okay with the fact that they wasn't, or the idea of them not honoring the trilogy match, y'all need to be ashamed. Because now they was talking all that undisputed.
You ain't boxing fans, man.
Yeah, you're not boxing fans, man.
You one of them race boxing fans.
Yeah,
man.
like,
That's
bro,
cool.
oh, I don't want to see it. Like, bro, they really telling this man Fury even now to duck. And then when they talk about Wilder, claim that they unbiased. Oh, I'm not biased. But then when they talk about Wilder, see, here's the thing. I think that that's misconstrued about Wilder.
Yeah,
people say that he can't box. Remember, he fought Stavern.
Mm-hmm.
He boxed him. So now I think that he basically has to come out with all his tricks. You feel what I'm saying? He know that the knockout just may not happen. So now he gotta, somewhat box and set the right hand up.
He known that after the first fight, though.
Nah, the first fight he just knocked him out. You know,
I think that one was still an up and down draw because Fury got a lot of those rounds. It's just the knockouts. Like, he got knocked down twice, so that's 4 rounds right there.
Yeah, bro. But I gave Wilder the first 2 rounds.
Even still, that's still 6-6.
Now I'm saying he didn't basically what I'm saying is that I gave him the first two rounds, but he didn't lose. You know what I'm saying? All the other rounds after that. He didn't bro, it was rounds, bro, that he just was doing his thing in. You feel me? That people was not giving him credit for. You feel me? Because it was some rounds that Fury just went in there knowing he lost, put his hands up, you know what I'm saying? But that's all. That's my take, man.
And that's the perfect way to end it, man. We're going to be back again with another episode of My Take, man. Make sure you all keep checking in, like, comment, subscribe on everything. Catch us over there at National Sports Chat, man. Catch y'all. Make sure you go over there to TLV Sports, like, comment, subscribe on everything on there. Make sure you go over to National Sports Chat, YouTube. Check us out. IG, check us out everywhere, man. Aquanu Hydrator, man. Again, make sure you go over there, put your orders in for the Aquanu Hydrate, man. Tell them that National Sports Chat sent you, man. You may get something off. But and no further ado, we checking in and checking out, man. Another episode of My Take, in and out of there. Yes, sir.
Thank you for tuning in, sports family. Also, go to all social media platforms. Link will be in the description. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Thank you. Yes, sir. Get out of here, man.
Man, I gotta slide out here. Pull up on my uncle now, man.